for joining me today. This is your girl, Bernicia. Please, before we get started, take your time out. Look to the left side, the bottom left side of your screen. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Please and thank you. Welcome. Welcome to our show. So today we're going to talk about Blac Chyna. Okay, so she's been trending this past week. She took us on a journey with her via social media as she had her face fillers removed. She also had, I believe she had some work done to her body, having the shots and all of that extra shit removed as well. And I have to admit, people, I am liking the more natural, um, you know, this version of Chyna. I love this version of Chyna, aesthetically. She looks more natural, real nice and slim, face is beautiful. She was beautiful before all of this shit. She really didn't need all of that work in the first place. And this right here, this transformation that we're seeing before our very eyes is the proof, okay? So this is the proof that she's beautiful before. Bitches don't need that shit, okay? But with that being said, that is not all we're here to talk about today. Of course, I got to talk about her raggedy ass mama, Tokyo Toni, okay? So every time this girl is trending for something, Tokyo has something to say. She wants to come out of the woodworks from under whatever rock she's hiding under, and she likes to come out swinging, okay? For some reason, every time she comes out swinging, it's a lot of times it's her daughter, okay? But anywho, so Tokyo had a lot of shit to say about the transformation, okay? You got most of the world is congratulating Chyna for her new change, embracing natural beauty. Most of the world is congratulating her, but of course, Tokyo has something else to say, okay? So I'm going to play these clips for you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and dig into it, okay?
Shots out your face. What? Really? Oh, we so proud of her to do that. Y'all some clowns.
Ass taken out. Did she consult? Did she consult you or talk to you about her wanting to do that? Did you know that's something she wanted to do? She said the surgery overall was 9 hours, and the machine got jacked up a little bit. And then I just seen a recent article about like golf ball size clumps coming out that thing. I don't know how true that is, but what are your thoughts on that as far as her trying to say, let me get back to my, because she also said to PSC ladies, be true to your
Okay, I got what you I get the whole way you're going. First of all, nah. If you're gonna be sincere, be sincere. If you're gonna be a bullshitter, be the best at it. Don't bullshit. Okay? So, if I'm gonna be a proper influence, I'm gonna tell the truth off the break. Look, y'all, I'm having health problems with this shit. Don't y'all fuck with this shit. So I'm gonna go to the shop and spend $10,000 to $100,000 to remove this shit that y'all cannot afford to do, and you die. She didn't do that. And I don't cover her because she's my daughter. But people say, oh, you dogging her. No. What happens when I let her get away with the same shit other people get away? Then you say, oh, you protecting your daughter, though. No. She do right, she get praised. She do wrong. Get it. Chastise. So that shit is I mean, good for her, because it's only my health. But if you want to be a sponsor, a whole article child for this, be real in the first round. Why? 2, 3, 5 hours later, oh, I got some golf balls in my ass. Come on.
Sorry about the background, y'all, because y'all know I'm not tech savvy or whatever. So usually you hear it echoing, but fuck that shit. Basically, Tokyo Toni was saying, she was asked about how she felt about the whole surgery, whole situation with Blac Chyna getting everything, the removal process or whatnot. Side note, that interviewer was very fucking shady, because why did he have to say it like that, like getting her ass taken out? You know what I'm saying? That was shady as fuck. But anyway, yeah, so he asking Tokyo Tony, like, how do you feel about that or whatever, whatever. And basically Tokyo Tony said, okay, well, she's happy for her because, it's about her health, but she need to be honest about the real reason why she went and got the removal process. Basically, she was saying that Black China had gotten sick from all of that, and that's why she went and did it. But she's trying to spin it in the media as if she's doing it because she wants to look more natural. Okay. Okay. Now, while I could say that honestly, Tokyo Tony, she may have had a point there. Okay. She would know more about her daughter than we, the public, do. Okay. But with that being said, yeah, even if she was going to get, the removal process because she wanted to, it was making her sick or whatever, from the perspective of being a mother, if my daughter is in a position such as Black China and she wanted to take this moment, right? Like, let's say she was sick, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, okay, she was sick. Okay, she wanted to take this moment and turn it into something positive, right? Because the way that Black China introduced the situation to us, it's like, okay, she's tired of the dramatic, um, the over usage of, the implants and the fillers and all of that, whatever, whatever. She's tired of that look, right? She want to go to the natural look, right? So people who follow her, will be like, they'll feel this is good, as far as people who follow her, because they feel like it's already this thing out here where people with plastic surgery, that's the way to go, right? The only way to be beautiful is to go and surgically have these implants and things so that you can be beautiful, right? Because that's what all you see on the internet, TV, all of that, right? That's what looks glamorous, right? So Black China, as someone who a lot of young women follows, if she goes by her going and saying like, listen, I don't want to look like this. Y'all trying to look like this, but this is not even what I want, okay? So I'm going to have this removed. I want to be more natural. I want to feel good. I'm tired of such and such. This is, this can be looked at as encouraging to young females. Like, okay, so even those people who get those surgery implants and all of that, that doesn't necessarily bring happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because look at how many people are detransitioning from having those surgeries to going and getting them removed for various reasons, right? So this could have been a positive thing all the way around. But leave it to Tokyo Tony to go and perverse the situation. Because even if what she's saying was true, that Black China was indeed, sick, and she was lying about it or fronting or whatever the case is, who are you to come out and say that? You sound like a hater. A random bitch on the side of the street will have more respect for your child than you do. Because even if that was true as her mom, it just didn't sound good for her to be throwing that out there like that. You know what I'm saying? It sounded a very much haterish. I don't care much for Black China. Because if you guys can remember, when she did that show on Zeus, I watched that shit. I sat there and watched how she talked to the people that was around her, how she handled people. Okay, I don't care for a bitch that does that talks and think they can do anything that they want, use a person and throw them out. Everybody from the hairdresser down to the person who was supposed to be a camera person and end up being her manager. I don't fucking know. All these different people that was around her, she abused them. Okay? Even her so-called best friend, Treasure. This girl was so motherfucking feeling, the feelings was so hurt and world so fucked up behind China that she had to go, she sat down and had to come out and do an interview. And when she did an interview with Jason Lee, she told a lot of tea, okay? She revealed a lot of tea. And a lot of the shit that she was saying about Black China mirrored some of the shit that Tokyo Tony says. But what I don't like is the fact that Tokyo Tony feels the need to come out and slander this girl whenever she don't get what she wants from her. It's one thing if you speaking on the things that she do and you calling her out for her wrongs because that's how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just is what it is. No, you choose to slander this girl when she don't give you what you want. Just a few weeks ago, you was texting this girl, blowing her up, mad because she wouldn't respond to you, talking about how she's the bafflement, how she worshiped the devil, how she's this and that and the third, and all the while you was mad because she wouldn't send you some money. What was it, $2,800? You go through these lengths to slander your own flesh and blood behind some money. I can't take a bitch like you serious. And what further infuriates me about this situation, every time she comes out and she slanders Black Chyna, I feel the need to get on here and talk shit and slander her fuck ass, is because if you guys don't remember, she did an interview with Tasha K. And I've never seen a bitch so motherfucking proud to talk to their child, their female child, like they was less than a $2 hoe on the street. I wouldn't even talk to my motherfucking dog the way she talked to her daughter. But if y'all don't remember when she got on there and she was talking shit about Chyna, how proud she was of what the fuck she was saying to the girl, let me play this motherfucking interview. Let me play this interview for you.
I don't ask you for nothing, Angela. Nothing. I struggle with a millionaire daughter. It's embarrassing more than anything. But I struggle to face your pussy ass. You just wait. You just wait. Your kids? When you wait, you think you dog me? Oh, baby. Your daughter, you wait on. You gonna see, baby. You dog me shut. You know what I'm saying? Heart attack on this bitch. Do you hear me? That's it. I'm done. I'm done. You don't have nothing to say for yourself. That's all you gotta say?
Who? Really?
I do, bitch. No, I wouldn't do it literally, Cole. Meaning, not literally, you dumbass bitch. Just like you would say it. Literally, you an ignorant ass, retarded ass bitch like Treasure said. You a piece of shit. You a piece of shit, bitch. You truly some shit. Come here, ugly ass whore. God knows nothing, bitch. Don't put his name in your mouth. Bitch, don't speak about my God. Don't do that. Don't.
I don't care what nobody say. Tokyo Tony is demented as hell. Somebody need to check that bitch into a mental institution. You know what, Chyna? Check her ass into a mental institution. That's the best thing you can do for your mom. Check her ass in, because you know what? A lot of times in the Black community, we don't recognize the signs, and we don't go get ourselves and our family members properly checked out for mental health. Okay, it is real, because you can't tell me. Listen, y'all just heard a clip of what she was saying, okay? If you want to hear the whole interview, please go to Tasha K. Unwind with Tasha K. Okay, you can find her on YouTube. Here, I think she got a website or some shit. But this lady went from growling to cussing like a motherfucking sailor, talk about Jesus. Like, a person like that, no rhyme or reason, they just go off like that. Listen, it's something wrong with them. Ain't no way in the hell y'all gonna sit up here and tell me ain't nothing wrong with her. It's something wrong with that. And that's another thing that's the whole situation, you know, that's why this whole situation is triggering for me, because I feel like a lot of times as Black women, we could be toxic, okay? And I'm just speaking in general, okay? But you know, not as a, you know, everybody don't fit this narrative, but I'm speaking in general. Okay, a lot of times we can be toxic to our kids. When I grew up, you know, I'm a 90s baby. I was born in the early 90s. So it's like when I grew up, I heard I was called every bitch, hoe, bald head, this and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, you know, she didn't cuss my ass out to berate me. She cussed me out when I was wrong about doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was normalized. It was just a normalized thing, you know, to be cussed out. You know how your mama dog cuss your ass out. Not only that, you know, not just my mom, you know, people around, you know, it was just a normal thing to get cussed out by your mama. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize how toxic it can be, because looking back at it, you know what I'm saying? I know it was all love. You know, and my mama would never do the things that Tokyo Tony is out here fucking doing. She would never. She'll fuck a bitch up for doing the shit that Tokyo Tony is doing. But with that being said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she used to cuss my ass out too, you know? And a lot of times, you know, I grew up feeling the kind of ways about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? After a while, especially when I got in my teenage years, it was just like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of went with the, it made my skin tougher kind of route. But at the same time, you know, for some people that can be very, you know, it could kill your self-esteem. So I'm amazed that Chyna was able to take her wholeness and make something of herself, you know, make a smidgen of something for herself. Hell, she living better than most of us, so it is what it is. But I just don't understand. I don't understand why people, I seen that some people, you know, thought that shit was cute. I don't understand why. It's fucking demented. It's insane. Everybody meet the real Tokyo Tony. This picture right here is a reflection of Tokyo Tony's behavior and personality. This is what she looks like on the inside. Okay? Whether we like to accept the fact or not, because it, like I said, in the black community, we don't acknowledge mental illness when it presents itself in people. We always, it's a lot of times we tend to try to beat it out of, thinking maybe if you discipline the child or ignore the child, or, whatever the case is, that'll solve the problem. But at the end of the day, a mental disease is a mental disease. And what I believe that Tokyo Tony suffers from is a narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, right? Because mothers with NPD, they have certain traits about them, okay? They lack empathy, they have self-centeredness, they are verbally aggressive, they also lack insight on how their behavior is affecting others. It's not that they don't care, they honestly don't know. Hell, the don't care to know or the don't care is all wrapped up in one. They don't know to care. Okay? And the way that they behave towards their offspring, right? They tend to treat mothers, I mean, we're talking about mothers here. Mothers who suffer from narcissistic personality disorder, they behavior towards their daughters, they tend to shame them, be jealous of them. They always comparing them to either siblings or peers, people around them. They become, infuriated at any perceived threat to their superiority. Like in this instance, Tokyo Tony, whenever Chyna says something or, sounds a bit smart or whatever, Tokyo Tony gets absurdly angry about this. She does not like when Black Chyna does anything that she can perceive as you're being superior in any shape or form. Okay, they, she gaslights Black Chyna, which is another trait as well. They will violate you, push you to your boundaries. That Tokyo Tony likes to get on the internet and publicly slander Chyna, because for one, she knows that her daughter is a public figure, so she does things to try to hurt her image, her character. She doesn't. Narcissistic mothers tends to play favorites when it comes to the kids, kind of like Latasha and Latoya, the Escape members, how they mama doing them, playing between the two. She's another one of those too. But yeah, this is kind of like, yeah, we can go on and on and on. But If you guys go look it up in a dictionary, NPD is definitely a real disease. Okay, it's a real mental disorder, and it is commonly unacknowledged in the black community. Okay, we've seen a lot of women that behave the way that Tokyo Tony behaves, but never received treatment. Okay, these are the same aunties that end up talking to themselves and doing all that other crazy shit because people let these things slide by. They oversee these things. Okay, but mental illness is real, and the best thing Black China can do for her mom is have her ass Baker acted. Okay, Baker acted, like have her ass wrapped up in a straitjacket. That is the best thing that she can possibly do for this woman, because I do believe she needs help. Okay, I do believe she really needs some type of help. Now let me move on to Black China. Now, now I don't know if this is a real, this whole transformation with Black China is sincere, that the reasons that she says she has gotten this transformation, she's going through this transformation, is sincere. Because if you all can, let's just think about it, okay? The Kardashians just had this whole thing where they don't took out all of this extra body parts and stuff. Like they're jumping on this natural look trend, right? So it's not surprising to me that China's now doing it too. But like I said, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, because either way, if she's saying that, you know, she's doing it because she wants to be more natural, and you know, and whatever, for whatever, she have a lot of young girls that follows her. So perhaps what she's saying, what, you know, the end result will be that these young girls know that they feel like they don't have to make all of these enhancements to themselves in order to be beautiful. Because you know, we are all beautiful in our own right. Okay, you don't have to go get all these enhancements just to be wanted. Okay, so if that's the case, sure. But in this picture here, this is an older picture post China and all the surgery. Um, Her face looks stuck. It looks like she wants to smile, but she just can't quite. Um, yeah, she looks very shiny and very plastic and very stuck. Okay, so this here is post surgery. These are pictures that she took making her first appearance after, you know, all the fillers and removals and all of that. Look at her. I mean, she's a gorgeous woman. She's giving face. Okay. Oh, those cheekbones. Killer. With that being said, I see a lot of people saying there's no difference. Well, you guys are asleep, because before Black China got any of this surgeries and skin linings and all of these things that she's done, she was already a bad bitch. I mean, like I said, look at it. Look at those cheekbones. Like, she always had that. So that, you know, that structure, the way that her eyes sit, that's natural. That right there isn't surgery. I think what it was that when she got those fillers, it made her face stuck. It's like they inserted some fucking glue or some shit, and it just stuck her face together. Because you see, that's a real smile. I have never seen that many teeth from Black China. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. That's a gorgeous smile. Before, it was like her face was kind of stuck. Like she couldn't quite bust into a full smile. It was kind of like it was just fucking scrunched up. It was not cute. She was looking like the fucking mask or something. You know how the mask, like his face just stuck in that one position, like that fucking funny grin, goofy looking look. That's just how her face was. Like she couldn't bend it, she couldn't squeak, she couldn't do anything dramatic. It just made her look emotionless. Now you see this genuine, beautiful, easy smile thing going on. I mean, people tripping. They tripping. Anyway, when it's all said and done, I think she looks gorgeous. Okay. Um, you know, I like the fact that she's going through the process, you know, showing everybody that she's really doing it. And I like that she's trying to make a change, okay? But I'm just gonna sit back and with the rest of the world, and we're just gonna sit back and we're just gonna watch to see if she really means what she says she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? If she's really about what she's talking about, because it's one thing to be out there jumping on this "I'm saved now" train, I'm not gay no more train. It's one thing to say that, but to be about that life is a whole nother thing. Okay, shit, we don't have people that came out there and tried it too, like that Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is another one. She she went from being super hoe to super safe. So we just gonna see how this works out. I wish you the best of luck back, China, and I hope you take my advice and get your mama institutionalized, because that bitch is crazy. Um, yeah. And with that being said, I'm out, folks. Deuces.